Hello once again. Hey, it's Dan here in Virginia. Today I thought I'd give you a little update on my Pulse XT15E. She's been flying great. I've got about a dozen flights on it now, but there's a couple things I want to talk to you about. First thing is, I flew it the other day, about a week ago, came back and I had it on the bench here cleaning it up, and I was tightening up the propeller, checking on the propeller. Well, you know, I'm probably like a lot of guys. I use my good old mechanics tools. This is a great Crescent ratcheting wrench, and I use that on the prop nut. Well, I torque down on the prop nut, and if you just a little bit of torque with this bad boy, and this is what you get. You can see this one here is just popped the end right off it. Boom. And this one is a new one. I think this is sort of a design flaw where this outside diameter and this inside diameter, these walls are so thin that it's very easy to break. But anyway, I said no problem. I'll just go online. I'll order me a new prop adapter. Prop adapters for most planes are about, I don't know, $4 to $6. Well, I go online, I buy most of my parts through Amazon.com, just get the cheapest price. They all pop up. So, well, you can't get a prop adapter. You have to get a complete spinner. You get the prop adapter and this spinner, which I didn't need. This is the first airplane I've ever seen where you can't buy a separate prop adapter. So just be aware of that. So I ordered another one. They sort of got you. The spinners and so forth, they make them so they sort of only fit one plane. Now I really like Dubro prop adapters and so forth, and I mean spinners, Dubro spinners, and I don't know if they make prop adapters, but their spinners, I like their spinners, are the best around when it comes to plastic spinners. But I got one, but of course it doesn't quite fit. The spacing isn't what I like, and I'm not done fooling around with it. But anyway, so I broke it. So I said, I'm not doing that. I'm going back to my good old APC, same thing, 12 by 8 E-flight prop. I think I got this, and this is a bullet, sort of a bullet nose prop adapter. Works just great, goes right on, and easy to tighten up. This is just a little piece of brezing rod, I believe. I cut, rounded the ends off. You can snub that down real easy to feel, and you can get a good feel for it. There you go. I flew this thing yesterday. It works just great. And if you put a little polish on it, it doesn't even look too bad, I don't think. But anyway, my new prop adapter has come, spinner and all. Came in the mail yesterday when I got home. So here I am. I'm going like, well, I thought about this. You know, we get in these ruts. This, like I said, this is way too much tool. I'm a tool guy, so I'm always trying to fit the right tool for the right job. Well, this is too much torque. It just broke the end right off of that. I got to thinking, you know what? Out in my motorcycle saddlebag, I have this really cool Cruise Tools kit. I bought a long time ago. It's a sort of an emergency kit for a motorcycle. Cruise Tools are very high quality. Probably the best you can get. This little thing here, let's take a look. I put the date on everything. Yeah, I've had this since 2007, and there's the price. I paid 40 bucks for this thing in 2007, but this is a mechanics quality tool set. This is the ratchet wrench. Look at that nice little thing. It's got a button to release the sockets. Here's the socket, the perf socket I need, 10 millimeter. You push the button, it's got a little release, quick release, and the handle is not so long like this thing where you won't be, you got, you know, for some of the big guys, big strong guys, you put too much torque on it. So I'm thinking this will be ideal to put the prop nut on here. So if you don't have any Cruise tools, take a look at them. They are expensive. In fact, I think when I'm done here, I'm going to go back online. Maybe they make a set. This is made for a motorcycle, but maybe they make a set specifically for RC stuff. They're a great company, and I highly recommend them. So anyway, that's I got my prop adapter here, my new one. Let's see how this works. Let's see. put on the put the new prop adapter through the back, and I even like to put a little bit of grease just around the edge of that, so this thing has to fit down in this cone. It snugs down. So you got to be careful. I've got these laid out. Now here's your stiction washer. Don't forget your secret stiction washer. And you see that in another video if you don't know what I'm talking about. Put that on there. And you put on the backing plate. And then you have to put on a washer. It's, I don't know, I think it's English, but you got to go up on that step because that's 7 millimeters up there. Then I'll put on the prop. Then put on a smaller 6 millimeter washer, and these I found in the hardware store. This is an M6, but you can, I don't know if you can see it or not, it's a spring type washer. I think that's going to work great because it keeps just enough tension. It's a lock washer. Put that on there. Put your nut on. Run it down with your fingers till it starts to take. Now your stiction washer's kicking in. Get your cool little ratchet wrench. Flip this around, get it going the right direction. And you can just, with a couple of fingers, you know, you can tighten this down. Probably all the pressure I'm going to need. And you don't be, you can watch the flat washer here. This spring washer. Alright, you can see the spring washer is flat. So that should be all the tension. Do not overdo it. I think I'm going to carry this in my toolbox. From now on, I've carried it in my motorcycle for years. Very seldom use it. So, alright, we'll get your little nose cone and run that bad boy right on there. Trouble with this thing is it takes takes a standard screwdriver, and I've got a cheap Harbor Freight flat bladed screwdriver that works just perfect for that slot. So just snub that up. Don't get overzealous like I am. And there you go. She's ready to fly. And if it breaks again, keep this in your toolkit for a backup. I may, you know, some guys might like the look of that. I like these APC props. They work great, but I also like this black one. I like the nose cone. So there you go. It's a cautionary tale on the X15. She's been flying great. It got about 12 sorties on it. I'm still growing into the capabilities of this plane. The plane's far better than I am, but I'm coming up to speed. I get some coaching from some guys at the field that have been flying for years. So that's all for now. Fly safely out here.